Good morning, fellow clutter clearers. How are you this morning? I hope well. Let's start with our 2-minute meditation, and I will call in the light afterwards. All right. So just get quietly centered in yourself. Invoke your inner clear, organizer, higher order self, which we all have. And let's rest in that center, in that ground, in that energy. Chills. Just enjoy the next couple minutes of quiet. Okay. So next we'll call in the light. Dear Spirit, we are so grateful to be here. What a lucky opportunity it is to be ourselves at this time in this place of history, a time of much progress, even though it feels challenging, even though it feels like there's a lot of friction, even though it can feel confusing, stressful, anxiety-filled, and overwhelming. We know that clearing our space on the external levels clears our space on the inside, and we are so grateful for our willingness and your grace in this process. Whatever we do in this next, now we have 9 days left, 8 days left, we're grateful. Whatever we've done so far, even if it's just tuning into this page once or twice, that's enough for now. And we ask for time, for a time warp, that we can get the things done that need to be done, that will help us feel relaxed and ordered in our life, that will help us be able to download your clear visions of what you want us to experience, enjoy, and contribute in this world. We're so grateful that we get to learn and grow and serve here on planet Earth, even when we sometimes don't feel that gratitude. There is an underlying gratefulness, thankfulness, appreciation. For this and so much more, we're grateful. We ask for anything that can be lifted and cleared today in our process, that be done with grace and ease. And we ask for order, flow, light, and ease in clearing and organizing the space that we choose to organize today, and also with any digital organizing we choose, since that's our topic today. Thank you so much for all the angels, guides, and teachers that work with us in the light. And so it is. Amen. Okie dokie, people. So excited. What I want to talk to you about today is this enthusiasm and joy I'm feeling. And I'm curious if you could share in the, hi, Lisa. So glad you're here again. If you could share in the Facebook group how you're feeling. And again, if you're feeling stuck or so or clear like a rocket ship, I'm feeling a few things. I'm feeling super inspired to do more. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed because there's so many regular things I need to do in my life. And so as much as I'd love to do this all day, every day until it's done, I need to balance like what are my regular priorities and what my little organizing task is for the day. So in fact, along those lines yesterday, because today I have a full work day with a client, and then afterwards I'm going for a massage. So basically I'll be gone from like 9:30 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. And so I purposely did two areas yesterday. There were two small areas that were related to my office supplies. I'd say each one took between 10 and 20 minutes. And so I just did that because I personally want to do 12 areas. So if you can do 2 or 3 in a day, do 2 or 3 in a day. If you have a free day, get 4 areas done, right? Yes, that's it, Lisa. So Lisa says the decluttering has inspired me to continue clearing space. So it's like this incredible thing. It's also opened up this portal of like creative ideas, like so much so that I actually am a bit overwhelmed. I've wanted to do this class in January on the 2020 clear vision because the year is 2020 and I'm really excited about it. It's a 10-week class, 10 or 12-week class, but all these ideas are downloading for it and book ideas and oh my gosh, how to make this regular course that I can just have as a package, probably give away for free. I'm not sure. But there's just so, I want to make a book on Canva for you guys about this particular clearing process, although it probably is not going to come till the end if I even do it, because that's a whole learning curve. There's just a lot of creativity that's opening because I'm clearing. And so for me, and I think this is a lot of what our responsibility is on planet Earth, it's really learning how to manage and effectively use our energy. I feel like that's like the main preschool, kindergarten level of planet Earth. And of course, most of us don't learn that until we're like my age, right? Like middle age crisis or whatever. But especially now because of all the input of technology, information systems, we can connect easier with people. We have more friends. We have social media. There is so much to manage. We get texts, we get emails, we get stuff in the mail, we get phone calls, we get voicemails. I mean, all that's management stuff, right? And a lot of us don't know how to manage it. So one of the things I do, and I want to expand more in my work, is actually organizing, and we're going to move into talking about digital clutter in a minute. But how to organize your input system and your to-do list and your all of your communication systems. And the thing that I love about this challenge is organizing the physical space really can help clear out so you can start organizing some of those other spaces. So just keep going with it. You're doing great no matter how you're doing. Gentleness and kindness is the way. We don't get there by beating ourselves up. That has been a conditioned way by the old paradigm of power being external, and that idea that if we beat a horse, it will run faster. That's a kind of dramatic, explanation, but it is that, and we've learned that. We had it modeled by our parents and by other adults. Oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? Oh, I'm so fat. Those kinds of comments. Oh, I'm so disorganized. Oh, I'm so messy. Oh my God, if anyone saw my room right now, by the way, I'm classic at having a messy room. Just because I get busy and I throw things down, and I was going to try, I don't know how to flip the screen, or I'd show you. There's my bed over there. Like it's 2 twin beds, and that bed ends up holding a lot of my stuff because I just throw it there. And that is so not good for our sleep because it's like clutter right by my head. And so I'm working on that. That will be one of my projects. With the 12 days, I'm excited because I can add in all these other extra things. So today I'm not actually doing a physical space clearing because I did 2 yesterday, and I need today fully to do someone else's organizing. Um, but I'm so honored and happy to be here with you in this challenge. I love it. I love the energy that's building. When you share pictures, it really inspires me. I know it inspires other people. Please keep doing that. If you don't want to share the before, just share the after. And I encourage you to be brave and share the before. We all have messes. Trust me, as a home organizer, I've seen it all. From the most beautiful, pristine houses that you walk in and they're immaculate and you open the cupboards and everything comes falling out, to places that just have stuff everywhere. It's okay. It's okay. We're humans. We're messy, right? And this whole illusion that we're supposed to have it all together and all the countertops should be clear and everything should be pristine is bullshit. It's not reasonable if you're living a fulfilled life. That doesn't mean you can't get order. That doesn't mean if you can afford a housekeeper or an organizer, you can't have someone do that for you. That's fine. But I'm just like, right now, the goal is to get it as clear and clean as we can, but it'll get messy again. That's why I want to do this challenge at least once a year. I'll do it every December, hopefully, and maybe even twice a year we'll do it. I'll probably do a spring cleaning version of it. So that's what I want to share about the home clearing part. The digital part, I'm really excited about this, and it's a real branch of my business that I actually want to explore more into offering for clients. And it came about because I really started organizing my own clutter, and there's several ways to organize digital clutter. And what I'm going to talk about for today, if you have the time, or at any point during these 12 days, you can do it. Because next week, we're not going to have a lot of structured bonus activities. I'm going to tell you to do a bonus activity as you choose, or it's going to be a task off your to-do list, because that's actually, I'll talk about that more on Friday or Saturday, probably on Saturday. So I'll stick to what we're talking about, which is digital clearing, right? So what I want you to do for this challenge is pick one small area. You're not going to organize all your documents or all your photos. Your photos would be the last thing I'd ever organize. And there's a reason for this. If you go, I've tried to organize my photos so many times, it's not even funny. I have like 15,000 photos, and I want to delete the ones that are bad, delete the ones that are doubles, delete videos that are no good. But I don't. Every time I take a picture, I plug in my phone. I try to delete them off my phone before I plug in my computer for them to connect over. But sometimes I don't. And so that can feel a little bit stressful. Now imagine that one area amplified to like 42 different areas of your life that you want to organize one day. Another one is my music. I have iTunes still that I paid thousands of dollars for those songs. I mean, I have like 8,000 songs in there. I didn't pay for all of them. Obviously, I burned my CDs and put them on there and stuff. But a lot of children's song music that I ordered over the years, and I don't even listen to music really, but I don't want to get rid of them, because if I do a seminar or something, I need them, and I'd love to organize them into better playlists than I have. I have many playlists. So, but that's a project I'm not going to do during this challenge. It's way too long. I don't know if I'll even benefit from it. You want to look at the ones you can do quick, because the ones you do quick build the momentum. Once you clear a little space, you want to do another space. Then once you clear another space, you do another little space. So I'm going to ask you to pick something simple. Here are some of the simple ones. Email inbox is not a simple one either. If you don't have folders already set up where you just drag and drop things in them, not an easy task. I'd actually recommend you hire an organizer to help, a digital organizer like me, to help you organize that. If you're going to do it just to get you started, even for a day, have me come and sit with you side by side and we'll walk through how to do that. But here's simple ones. Clear your junk box. That's your spam email box. I do this almost weekly because it's such a good feeling. For those of you that know the feeling of deleting things, it's so good. It feels like clear, boom, right? So I go into my spam, and I could tell, because I wish I took a picture, but on the side of my email, I don't think I can share a screen on Facebook Live. On the side of my, on the line down the side where it says your inbox of your email, mine says junk. And I go in there and I'll scan it. Since I do it every week, it's not overwhelming. When I first did it, I just deleted all of them. I was like, screw it. It's like in the junk box, so it's going to have to be like junk. But sometimes, people's stuff gets in there that you don't want in there. So if you clear it weekly, I tend to do mine on Fridays. I clear a few things on Fridays. And I'll tell you what they are. But my junk box, easy. Within 1 week, I'll probably have 10, 20 items in my junk box. I don't get a lot of junk email because I don't sign up for a lot of things. That's a whole nother story I want to tell you about unsubscribing. So I clear my junk. I also clear my trash. So those are two things I feel a big wave of clearing, but also power. Like, yes, I took dominion and threw out the trash, right? So those are two things I clear. The trash I don't need to check because I move things in the trash. Once I read something and don't need to refer to it, it goes in the trash. If it's anything related to my family, it goes in a family folder. If it's anything, for example, related to the CC, I call it the CC Clearing Clutter Challenge. I call it the CC Challenge. It goes in there because I want to save that. 99% of the time, I never go and refer to any of those emails once they're done. But for instance, I just did an inner trio challenge, inner trio connection class. And I moved all the emails that I sent out for homework, because I always send a copy to myself, and anything the other participants communicated into one file. I'm getting ready to recreate the class in January. I'm going to go through those emails, and they're all in one file. They're not in my inbox. So that's another thing. I don't like my inbox. I used to have what do you have, like 15,000 emails in your inbox, and how many have the red dot that say unread? That is a huge anxiety thing for me when I go to clients' house and I work. So I'm working with a guy actually today, and that's one of the things I'm doing, is getting his inbox into all of them read, right? Because to me, it tells your mind those are unfinished things. Those are things you have to do, and that stores a part of your mind, just like the books you haven't read. All of that stores a part of your energy system. So back to the digital cluttering, the simple ones. Do your junk box, your junk inbox, your trash. Another one you can clear is messages on your phone. And it's so funny. I have I think she's 28 now, 28-year-old niece. She deletes everything on her phone. And so I'll say it was in the message I sent. She's like, I delete everything in my phone. I don't keep anything in there. I think that's like crazy. I could never do it, partly because I love seeing the old conversations of friends and family. I kind of cherish that, right? But what you can do is there's a way you can go in your messages, at least on iPhone. I'm looking at it right now. And I'm going to go to my deleted messages. No, I'm going to go to my voicemails. So there's different categories you could go to. I'm going to go to this category right here. Ew, of course, it's not going to show. There's a little, it's so bright you can't see it. There's a little tiny box in this corner that has browser screens you've opened. I just cleared mine this morning, actually. But if you go on it, there'll be a ton, and you just hit X, 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 and you clear your browser history. There might be an easier way to do that, by the way, but I actually get satisfaction out of hitting the X, 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 X. Voicemail. You go here to voicemail right here. Down at the bottom, the little voicemail, and then you scroll to all your voicemails. No, you don't. Sorry. I don't have any deleted in there. That's the reason why. Let me see if there's one I could delete, because I like to save certain ones because I like people's voices, right? So, oh my gosh, here's one I could delete. Oh no, that's on my birthday. It's a birthday message. I don't want to delete it. Okay, let's do, gosh, I'm having a hard time. See, all these in here right now are ones that I've saved. So I don't want to delete any of them. But anyway, you can delete them, and then you can go to deleted messages and delete those. I do save some of my voicemails, like I said, because they're special to me. Another one you can clear is in your text. If you go to your text messages, how do you do it? Select messages. And then you can put little dots. Like I said, I don't delete text histories. Unless it's someone I only talk to once. If it's a salesperson or someone trying to get me to vote on something, bank alerts, those, this was a landline message, I delete those. It's just clutter to me. So that's that. The one I'm going to work on today, sorry, I just had a little note I had to write myself for one of our next talks that we're going to have. There's another one I want to do that's easy. What is another one? I got inbox. You're deleting trash on your computer. Oh, clearing your desktop. That's another one that's it's kind of small and fairly easy. Documents is a huge undertaking for me. I'm thinking about doing a 6-day digital decluttering between Christmas and New Year's. So if you're interested in that, give a shout out, because I'm going to do my own clearing on my computer, because I'm going to be actually traveling. But I thought I could devote like 30 minutes, probably more like an hour if I really want to be realistic, an hour a day for 6 hours to clear my computer in certain things. I'm still probably not going to get to photos or music, but I could at least do a dent in my documents. That's something I've really wanted to organize for a long time. Because you know how when you make a document and then you make an edited version and you make another edited version, so then you have 14 versions of the same thing? I have that on my computer. It drives me nuts. I mean, to some degree, I can find what I'm looking for, but I'm just really wanting it to be streamlined, because all that makes us feel better. So the one that I'm going to do today that I wanted to tell you about is, I don't know if any of you do this, but I do. It's my go-to for making notes. Sometimes I write it on little index cards. I keep little index cards all over the house and in my car. But my big go-to for remembering things is alarms on my phone. Look at this. I counted them yesterday, and since then I probably added 10 more. I had 93 yesterday. That's crazy. 93 alarms. Now, of course, they're not all on. There's only a few that are on, but I don't want to delete them because I still need to do something on them or move them to my to-do list, which is a whole nother topic. For instance, I was sitting in the movie watching the Mr. Roger movie, and I saw the trailer for the movie Just Mercy. I don't want to think and try to remember that name. So I wrote the name down, Just Mercy, and I'll remember to look that up and see when it's playing. I have cancel Prime Amazon. I just ordered something yesterday that's I thought was going to be for a networking thing that I was doing in December. Turns out I'm going to move it to January. And I needed it right away. So they offered me Amazon Prime again for free, which is weird because I just had it. But I did it. And actually, I think it was $1.99. But I needed the things I thought by like in a couple days. So even though I don't like ordering on Amazon, that's a little note to everyone. That was something that I looked everywhere, and it was the thing I had to get through there. So I still order when I have to. There's a thing called relaxed body meditation on here that I'm supposed to wake up to and listen to. Make the book on Canva, ITC survey feedback, greeting cards. That's a note because I'm going to actually organize my greeting cards. That came to me like in an instant. January newsletter, Mr. Rogers, or something. I wanted to feature him in my newsletter. Call Richard, LAX ambassador. These are just things like they come to me. Celery, I need to get more celery. I just put them as a note really quick. I don't spend a lot of time on it. Then ideally, I will obviously listen to the alarm if I set it for later in the day. And now the problem I have is I have so many alarms that a lot of times it just goes off and I look at it and then I don't do anything about it. So I have to work on that myself. But what I was going to say is I do it about once a month. I clear all the alarms. Like I put them all on my to-do list, or I take action on the ones that are simple and take less than 2 minutes. And then everything's gone from my to-do list except one thing I always keep on there, which is a reminder of this chant that I do. So I'm sharing that because that's my clearing. I'm going to do 2 digital clearings today. My desktop, probably not fully my desktop, but I'm at least going to organize it a little bit and clear some of the things off there, put them where they go. I always drag and drop things in my desktop when I'm working on them, and there's a lot of pictures on there right now for the clutter clearing challenge. And then the other thing I'm doing is I'm going to clear my alarms today. So I hope that's inspired you to clear something digitally. And of course, clear your home space. And we've got lots more days in this, so this is exciting. I am going to do a talk on the weekend. I will post in the thing what time that's going to be, but I'm going to keep the talk going, so there's a talk for each day. So today's day 4. Happy day 4. Happy clutter clearing, and be kind to yourself. And let's do this. Goodbye. See you soon.